Sometimes when we are lacking in confidence, people tell us to be assertive. Does that sound like you? I'll explain more coming up. Hi, Jo here from Confidence Talks. So being assertive, what's the difference between being assertive or being aggressive? They're very similar. Let's look at the definitions between the two words. Being assertive means being of a confident personality or forceful, whereas being aggressive means being ready to attack or confrontational. So, the key thing is that an aggressive person is ready to attack or confront, whereas an assertive person has confidence and is a forceful personality. So why do we need to be assertive? Well, being assertive means we're not a doormat anymore, that people can't take advantage of us, that we respect ourselves, and it's obvious. Let me give you an example. When I was much younger, I was the only person out of my friends who had a car. So naturally, everyone expected me to take them everywhere. I was the transport. But it didn't take too long until I felt that that was all I was good for, the transport. And my friends seemed to expect that I'd be willing to drive them everywhere, and they didn't even offer me money for petrol. So they were taking advantage of my kind and generous nature, and I ended up resenting them for it. Now, as I've said before in some of my videos, I tend to be a bit extreme, a bit cut and dried. And so when my friends were treating me this way, I felt the best thing I could do to remedy the situation was to remove myself completely from my friends and find new friends, which of course I did. I'm not suggesting for a minute that that's what you need to do to be more assertive. It's just an example of what I did. If I were to handle that in an assertive manner, that situation with my friends, maybe I should have said to them, hey, I feel taken advantage of, that you expect me to do all the driving, so I'm never able to really enjoy myself because I can't drink when we go out, or you also don't give me any money for petrol, so I'm actually out of pocket. And it ends up costing me quite a bit each week with all the driving that I do. So perhaps you could give me some money for petrol. Now, if I'd said anything, then maybe we'd still be friends today. Who knows? The point is that you don't need to go to the extreme that I went to, where you cut yourself off from the people that you're wanting to treat you better. So to avoid being a doormat, to get the respect and to be treated well by your friends or your boss or your peers or whoever, you need to respect yourself. That's the most important thing. And in respecting yourself, your body language will change when you explain things. Your words that you use will change automatically because you respect yourself. You're not willing to just say yes to every scenario. Sometimes we are afraid of being assertive because the people that we need to be assertive with, we're worried they won't like us anymore. Think on this. If the person who is treating you badly is treating you like a doormat, taking advantage of your kind nature, and is not showing you the respect that you do deserve, do you want them as a friend? Does it matter if they don't like you when you do stand up for yourself? I mean, the chances are they're not going to like you for taking away their resource, their free rides, or whatever it is that you feel that you're being taken advantage of. But they will respect you for it. And if they are a true friend, then they will accept what you say and work with you to find a solution. So let's have a look at aggression. What makes a person aggressive? Remember, we've looked at the definition, and it's when you are ready to attack or confront. So usually an aggressive person will have an angry tone of voice or confrontational tone of voice. They could be defensive. They'll use defensive body language, and their voice will have lots of emotion in it. Whereas an assertive person will have a calm voice, will stick to the facts and keep the emotion out of it. They'll use words like, I feel blah blah blah, or I think blah blah blah. So they stick to the facts. They own their own emotions. And remember, emotions and opinions can't be disputed. They're yours. Nobody can say you can't feel like that. You can't think or have that opinion, because you can. You can have any opinion you like. It may not be the best opinion in the world, but there's no denying that it's yours. So own it. If you have an opinion or if you feel a certain way, own it. Make it your own. Let's have an example of how a situation is dealt with aggressively. I'll play both characters, and so hopefully you'll be able to see the two differences. Have you finished that report yet? I needed it yesterday. You didn't tell me you needed it yesterday. What, am I supposed to be, a mind reader? You need to learn how to communicate your ideas and deadlines better. So that's aggressive. Did you notice the heated tone of voice or voices that were used? Did you notice the defensive behaviour, the accusational behaviour? That's how an aggressive person reacts and behaves. But how would it go, the same scenario, if it were done assertively? Have you finished that report yet? Oh, no, I haven't. Did you need it urgently? Well, yes, I do actually. Do you think you can get onto it straight away? I'll get onto it immediately. Perhaps we can get together later and sort out a system whereby I know when you need things by. Okay, well, when you finish that report, bring it to me and we'll have a discussion then. How does that sound? That'll be wonderful. Thank you very much. See the difference? No accusations, no raised voices. Emotions are kept out of it. That makes it a lot more pleasant to deal with from both sides. I'm sure you'll agree, would prefer to be in the second scenario where assertive people are asserting their opinions, etc., than in the first scenario, which is all aggressive and confrontational and just yuck, not fun at all. And you can turn things around by the way that you speak. If you keep the emotions out of it, if you keep calm and you watch your body language, you can pull somebody who is being aggressive down to your level. Take out that aggression. Because the last thing we want is another bully. So think about the words that you can use to stop that aggressive nature. So if you would like to be more assertive, but make sure you don't become aggressive, look at the words that you use when you speak. Keep your voice calm and the emotions out of it. Look at your body language. Make sure you're using open body language. And think about what it is that you say and how you say it. But above all, respect yourself. If you respect yourself, other people will respect you in turn. The rest is easy. So that's it for this week. Please remember to like the video if you did like it, to subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you get notified when I next upload videos. and check out my other videos. I upload every Saturday, so there's lots of stuff on confidence and public speaking, and I'm looking to do more on how well you can speak and looking to improve the way you speak. So that's it for this week. I'll see you next week. Until then.